Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term bullhead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. You better go buy that book. My sales are declining this month. I'm not happy about that. No, I'm not. And we're going to talk about accounting. Boring. For cryptocurrency. Exciting. So they cancel each other out. And we're specifically going to look at the financial statements of MicroStrategy and our best friend, Michael Saylor. He's a hero. He's the next coming of Jesus, except it's like the digital Jesus, the worthless ones and zero gambling token Jesus. So let's go talk about cryptocurrency when it comes to accounting, okay? So when a company buys cryptocurrency and they're following generally accepted accounting principles, this is a perfect example right here, but just imagine this with me. When you buy a cryptocurrency as a company and you put it on your financial statements, you record it at the cost. So let's say you paid $20,000 for a cryptocurrency. You put it on your balance sheet for $20,000. Now, if the crypto goes down, you have to impair that crypto. Let's say it drops to $18,000. Like this example has here. If the value of the crypto drops from 20 to 18,000, you have to write down, you have to impair that crypto. So now on your balance sheet, instead of saying 20,000, it says 18,000. But what if crypto goes back up strong, man? Can you write it back up? No, you can't. Now, we don't have to get into all the technical jargon, but basically, crypto is classified as like an intangible, indefinite-lived asset, which means it has some very weird accounting. So keep in mind, when you're looking at the financial statements of a company like MicroStrategy, the cost of the crypto on their balance sheet is probably not the true cost. All right, it is at the point where they had to write it down. But let's say MicroStrategy bought Bitcoin for $20,000 when it was trading for $20,000. And then Bitcoin goes to $1 million. That's not going to show up on their financial statements. It's still going to say 20,000. You only touch the crypto on your balance sheet when it goes down, okay? So we're going to go ahead and look at some of the financials of this company, okay? Now, you can go on stockanalysis.com, but you don't really get a lot of detail. But if you actually go to MicroStrategy's quarterly reports, Form 10Q, you can see a lot of good stuff on there. So this is their most recent quarterly report. I couldn't find a newer one, dated March 31st, 2022. And they're pretty short and sweet. So let's go look at the balance sheets. The balance sheets. So where are you going to find cryptocurrency on here? Okay. Well, we're on the balance sheets. We look in the assets section. I disagree with that. I think it should be a liability personally. But you can see under here, digital assets. What is that? So first of all, I want you to look at their total assets. This is everything that they have that is considered an asset. $3.6 billion. $2.89 billion is cryptocurrency. So basically the entire worth or the asset balance of this company is cryptocurrency, okay? And we'll get the exact percentage, 2895 divided by 3638. 80% of the assets of MicroStrategy is Bitcoin. This is literally a crypto holding company. That's all it is. And it's not many cryptos, it's one crypto, okay? That's pretty freaking nuts. Now, let's zoom in here a little bit, and we can see there was a change in the cryptocurrency. So on December 31st, 2021, they had $2.8 billion of crypto on their balance sheet. And 3 months later, they now have $2.89 billion. So it went up by about $40 million. Now, remember, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to accounting for crypto, you cannot increase the value. So if they had this amount, this 2.85 billion at the end of December 31st, and crypto went up massively, which it hasn't, or Bitcoin went up massively, they cannot increase this number. This came from purchases. Purchase my purchase. Now, you can actually look and see what's going on because there's multiple ways that this balance can be affected. You can write this down if the crypto goes down, and you can increase it if you buy more Bitcoin. So I can guarantee you they bought more Bitcoin because they can't record it going up. But holy freaking crap, man. Now, look at the long-term debt, okay? The long-term debt of this company is $2.36 billion. What does that tell me? They financed the purchase of their digital assets with cryptocurrency. Because look at their property, plant, and equipment. They have $35 million worth of prop buildings and tractors, whatever the frick they have on their, in their company, this stupid little company they have. But the vast majority of it comes from crypto. They borrowed debt to buy crypto. Very interesting, okay? And of course, they have an accumulated deficit, which means they've, over the entire life of this company's history, they have just lost money, okay? Cumulatively. It's pretty freaking sad. Now, we can go look at the income statement. And here's where I can show you how crypto shows up. So under operating expenses, you see sales and marketing, R&D, whatever they're doing, general and administrative, and digital asset impairment losses. So apparently, MicroStrategy, because Bitcoin went down between December 31st and March 31st, 2022, they had $263 million of losses with cryptocurrency. Holy freaking crap. And for the year ended 2021, they had $283 million of impairment losses from crypto. So they're losing money on crypto hand over fist. Now, if you want to see how much crypto they actually bought, you have to go to the statement of cash flows, okay? And the first thing I want you to note is look at the net cash provided by operating activities. When you see a positive number, that means you're receiving cash. They are a cash flow positive company from their operations, what they actually do. I mean, I would almost consider this company like a Bitcoin trading company. So maybe their operation shouldn't be classified at what their normal business is. And I think this is like a software company. It used to be a software company. Now it's just a Bitcoin clown company. Look at how much they bought in digital assets, investing activities, purchases of digital assets. They bought $215 million of crypto over 3 months. And throughout 2021, they bought $1 billion worth of crypto, Bitcoin. Now, look at their cash from operations. They only made $43 million from operations in cash. That's how much cash they had available. So how did they pay $215 million for crypto? They probably borrowed money. You can go down and look at financing activities, and you can see proceeds from secure term loan net of lender fees. They're borrowing money. They borrowed $204 million here. That was their main thing. That's where they got all their freaking cash from to buy this crypto. So they're borrowing money. Now, if you search Bitcoin, let's see what actually pops up. But here they're talking about the accounting for crypto, for Bitcoin. You can write it down. If it goes down, you have to record it as a loss. But if it goes up, you don't. So when you value MicroStrategy, let's say you want to buy it as a trade, you actually have to figure out how much Bitcoin they actually have and then multiply that by the current price of the Bitcoin to actually understand, what the market value of this company is, because it's not going to show that on their balance sheet. So keep that in mind. And I am not recommending you buy this stupid, worthless company, okay? But they're buying Bitcoin left and right. So as of March 31st, and this is funny right here, approximately 14,000 of the Bitcoins held by the company serve as part of the collateral for the company's senior secured notes. So if they don't pay their debt, guess what? Their Bitcoin goes bye-bye, okay? It's freaking nuts. So you can go and look, and it's just like, this company is a clown show. They're just borrowing money. They're going into debt to buy cryptocurrency. Now, what do I expect is going to happen to this company? Let's see what the price of crypto was or Bitcoin price, March 31st, 2022. So Bitcoin was $45,000 on March 31st, assuming they used that date, which I guess they should have. So Bitcoin has lost more than half of its value since that point. So MicroStrategy, at the end of their next financial statement, which would be April, May, June, so at the end of this month, if crypto doesn't recover, they're going to have a massive freaking impairment loss. Let's see if we can figure out how many Bitcoins they have. How many Bitcoin coins does MicroStrategy own? 129,000 Bitcoins. So they have 129,000 Bitcoins, and each one of them has lost approximately how much in value? Let's see. 45,538 minus, what is it, like 21,000? So each Bitcoin has lost $24,000 in value times the number of Bitcoins, 129,218. Well, okay, I don't think their loss is going to be that huge because they've probably written down the Bitcoins before. But basically, they're going to have to record a massive, massive freaking loss. Okay. I expect more than $1 billion probably of losses. And you can actually perfectly calculate what the loss is going to be. Let's go back and look. Okay. So their Bitcoin, assuming they have, let's see, they have 2.859 billion in Bitcoin. 000 divided by 129,218. 129,218. Okay, so that's interesting. This number might be wrong because apparently the Bitcoin on their balance sheet was written down to 22,000. So they might not actually have a massive loss. Let's see. Times 129,218. Yeah, this is showing $182 million loss or impairment. I probably have to do more research on how many Bitcoin they actually have. But based on their last financial statement, roughly they have Bitcoin recorded on their balance sheet at approximately $22,000 per Bitcoin. But it should say somewhere in here, how many Bitcoin do they have? Let's see. Or is it a secret MicroStrategy? Are you hiding it from us? And they're probably buying more Bitcoin too. Yeah, it doesn't really tell us how many Bitcoins they have. But yeah, I can guarantee you this company is going to have a massive freaking loss because Bitcoin has massively dropped in value. And you can never write it up. You can only write it down. This company is a clown company, okay? And all they do is they borrow money to buy trash assets. It's a freaking joke. Oh, my camera died. I hate this camera. I actually got a new one. MSTR is completely wrecked. Saylor says they have enough collateral. This Bitcoin falls below because they have a lot more Bitcoin to use. Yeah, but like at what point are people going to keep accepting Bitcoin as collateral? When people wake up to how freaking worthless it is, it's trash. So does that mean Tesla will have to report a loss in Q2 for the drop in Bitcoin? Probably. So Tesla, obviously, whatever they have Bitcoin on their balance sheet for, you have to figure out the cost per Bitcoin they have on their balance sheet and compare it to the price of the Bitcoin at the end of the financial statement period. They're probably going to have an impairment loss. I don't know what price they bought Bitcoin at. I don't know what previous impairment losses they have, but they will probably have a pretty big impairment loss if Bitcoin stays down. So that's that. All right, well, it kind of pisses me off that my camera died, but I actually have a new one, so I might plug that in. Woo! Gotta sneeze. Bitcoin will be 100K in 5 years. Now, if it goes back to 100K, you're not going to see that on their financial statements. You're not going to see gain from crypto assets. You have to actually factor that in using your own calculations. You have to know how many Bitcoin they have and multiply that by the current price of the Bitcoin to kind of value MicroStrategy. That's why MicroStrategy, like you look at it sometimes, like when Bitcoin was really high, was really expensive, like $69,000. And you saw MicroStrategy go up massively. And you went and look at their price to books, it didn't seem right. Well, that's because you can't write up the Bitcoin. So keep that in mind. But regardless, it doesn't really matter because this is just a stupid gambling crypto holding stock, which didn't Jeremy Lafufu buy this? Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. Sorry, my camera died. Call a lawyer and have a wonderful night.